people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. Hello, beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk, these are Tarot Teens, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, Boogie down Bronx.
Syrians. Hello, beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk, these are Tarot Teens, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Cancerians. That just sounds so sophisticated. Cancerians. Cancer, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Cancer as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node sign. I don't really think I have anything to shout out in particular today. I can't tell if my camera is crooked or not. It's bothering me. Okay, it was like off by a millicentimeter. But anywho's Cancers, I was supposed to do a daily tea with B today, but I was getting my hair done. Not all day, but most of the day, so I couldn't do it. But I love my new do, y'all. I'm really feeling it today. So thank you all for being here. And I'm trying to get the rest of these June monthly readings out so we can move it along. Because I've been kind of like doing them too close to the end of the month. And then there's only like 2 weeks left in the month. Even though time is fluid. So we're going to flip over your cards and see what came out for you for the pre-shuffle for the rest of June and what you can expect, what's going on for you, Cancer. This card, I actually put it back in the deck, but it came out again. The caterpillar becomes the butterfly. So something is going to bloom, or you are going to feel like you are coming out of a transformation process. Can we clarify? All right. Can we clarify the caterpillar becomes the butterfly? You have ask for more, you deserve it. Happening quickly. Okay. Oh, too many cards came out. So now you have ancestors displeased. Why do we have... Okay, so we have happening quickly, ancestors displeased, and then we have ask for more, you deserve it. So now I have to clarify one last card. Why is ancestors displeased? They might be displeased because you're not asking for enough. Why are the ancestors displeased with Cancer? You're the problem almost came out like Aquarius. Mommy issues. Well, and then on the top you have settling for mediocrity. So Cancers. And then on the top of that you have there's something better. So Sagittarius, if you have Sag placements, then this could definitely be for you because Sagittarius had mommy issues card. And then you have your ancestors are displeased because they feel like you could be getting a lot more than you are getting from somebody or something. And something's happening very quickly where maybe offers are coming in, or like you're settling in some way. I don't know which way. So let's look at my everything deck and see how is Cancer settling at this time. How is Cancer placement settling? You have to think before you act. This card came out for you guys for last month as well. How are Cancer placements settling at this time? How are Cancer placements settling? You have car. Some of you, maybe you need an upgrade in your car and you're settling still with the car you have. Oop. Tell me more for Cancer. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You could be settling with an air sign. Okay. So, or a water sign or a fling. So, you know, like that you deserve whatever it is that you want. So it could be you know you deserve the relationship, you want whatever. But you have water sign, fling, and then you have air sign. So you could have had or have some type of short-term thrills with an air sign or a water sign. And your ancestors are displeased for a few reasons. One, because I think sometimes you get restless, Cancer, and then you just start doing stuff. So in between periods, like in between relationships, in between jobs, you think you always have to be doing something, especially like projector or generators types, because when there's nothing coming, like when you're not being invited, when there's nothing really to respond to or responses slow down, it's kind of like, okay, well, what do I do in the meantime? Like I need to find something to do in the meantime. And that's not always necessarily true. You don't always have to do something. Like it doesn't have to be a big thing. You can do things that you enjoy. You can focus on resting and you can focus on healing, because then you just get into these little short-term things, and then you start settling, or you think that that little thing that you were like, oh, I'll just do this to pass the time, I'll just date this person, I'll just be with this job just for now, and then you settle into that, and then you get disappointed, and then the cycle just keeps on starting over and over again. So what do we do with this now? What is the advice here for Cancers with this energy? You have completion or closure. We have free will. Okay. Oh, we have all the letters. The letters and name cards are flying out like crazy. You have, this is the one. Okay, so what I'm hearing in my head is wait for the one. That's exactly what I heard. I heard wait for the one. Wait for the one. Whatever the one is, whether that's the right car, whether that's the right relationship, whether that's the right job, what you need to stop doing is stop just settling in these little things where you're like, okay, I'm going to just do this, that, and the third until I get where I really want to be, or I get what I want. Now, it's different if, like, you know, if you need money, you have to kind of go towards another job in the meantime, and that's perfectly fine. But I mean, if you do this in every area of your life where you're like, you hold out on something you don't really want until something better comes along, and it's kind of like you're just wasting energy with it, where you can be doing something else. Like, you don't have to be actively involved in, like, always like jumping into new things and relationships or projects when you're not getting any other offers, or just starting brand new, like, serious commitments. So be careful of settling here, and, you know, wait for what it is that you really want. Okay, when it comes to those things where, you know, you tend to, like, you just tend to jump into whatever because you're like, well, nothing's happening, I'm bored, I'm gonna go just explore and stuff like that. And you may end up hurt or angry. And this can also be you doing that to kind of get back at somebody as well, where you're like, well, if this person doesn't want me, then I'm going to go XYZ, or this job, whatever. So kind of getting back at people. But I think there's a time and a place where you need to, you don't always have to have doors open. You know what I mean, Cancer? Completion or closure. Sometimes things need to be just put to rest, and see where you need to either ask for more, or where you're settling in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so now let's look at relationships. What's coming towards Cancer in relationships? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. In friendships or relationships, what's coming towards us? What's coming towards Cancer at this time in relationships, friendships? What we got? Hold on. Hold it. 5 of Cups reverse. We got 6 of Cups. There's thinking about the past. Thinking of the past, or reconnecting with someone from the past. Tower card in reverse. You know, y'all love that Tower card. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups and the Tower in reverse for Cancer, for their relationships at this time. Okay, so I kind of feel like you guys still have some lessons to learn from somebody from the past. Could be a Libra, Taurus energy with the Empress or the Justice card, or there's still some things that need to be balanced out from your past. Like, the foundation of your friendships or your relationships needs some tending to. The Tower card in reverse is a card about, like, it can be self-destruction, but it also can be trying to build on top of a faulty foundation in some way, shape, or form. 8 of Pentacles, where there's not enough paying attention to the details in your relationship life, and there needs to be more balance here. Maybe you're being too codependent, or allowing others to be codependent on you. So tell us more for what's coming towards Cancer. What's coming towards Cancer? Oh, wait. In their relationships. I hate when, like, 3 cards fly out at once, because I'm not always sure which card was meant to come out. Okay, that that 5 of Pentacles came out earlier, and I put it back because it slipped out. So, be careful of going towards relationships out of loneliness. Okay, just filling the voids, just filling the space instead of really doing the actual inner work, the real healing work. There's still more healing that needs to be done, Cancer. You have the 3 of Swords in reverse. You have the Fool card in reverse. So replacing relationships does not heal you. Rebounds do not heal you. Okay. So there's an energy of like trying to replace one person over the other. So this can be in friendships where if you try to replace somebody that you lost, or in lovers, you try to rebound really quickly and replace what you lost so that you don't have to fully grieve or face the pain. But it's like there's this endless cycle of doing that, and you're just carrying around this pain. You're still not dealing with the rejection or the abandonment issues and things of that nature. So in all honesty, your relationships will kind of always not have a good foundation because they're just built on, I'm trying to just get over the last thing I was in. So yeah, so just be careful about that, all right? And now let's go into career. What's coming towards Cancer in career at this time? Career, finances, work. Career, finances, work. Coming towards Cancer in this present time. You have the Knight of Cups reverse. Some of you are not exploring your creative options as you very well could, as much as you could. But I also feel like you're moving towards a wish fulfillment here in your career. You're moving towards something that you really want, but that's if you follow your heart. I think maybe some of you are thinking of it from a too logical of a place, where when it comes to your career, it's important to follow your mind. It's like where you're meant to be more logical, you're not. And where you're meant to be more emotional, you're not. So it's like in relationships, are meant to be a little bit more logical, and then in career you're meant to be more emotional and have more of an emotional attachment to your work, because it doesn't seem like you have this true connection to what you're doing. So emotionally, make sure that you are connected to the work that you are doing all the time, not just doing it for the money, not just doing it just because. Like, I know sometimes we have to pay bills, but like if you can't have a job that supports your creative outlet, try to have something else along those lines that supports that for you, like hobbies, doing things that are fun. Anything else coming towards Cancer in career? Okay. So this is you at the bottom, Chariots. Chariot card in reverse. You could have a lot of water placements: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Aquarius, star card. The Hangman in reverse. For some of you, I feel like you're not really fully enjoying what all you're doing, or you're disappointed in how things are going. But I feel like once you kind of reconnect to the reasons behind why you're doing your work, versus like just been doing it because it's like something about work is starting to feel like a burden. It's not feeling fun anymore. So getting back that fun into it, getting back that spark of inspiration, or finding like new ways to connect to your work emotionally, or have some emotion driven behind it, will help you a lot. So now, last but not least, is there any advice for Cancers? Which I feel like we kind of already cleared. Can't talk. Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. What's the advice for Cancer for the rest of June? We have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups again. Can you clarify the Knight of Cups, please? Because it's now here twice. Can you clarify the Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups. So I think it's important to have a balance between not being overly logical and not being too emotional, which can be difficult because there's a lot of sporadic energy all over the place. Similar to the last reading, but you have these two knights, Knight of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords upright. So there's a lot of rushing into things. There's a lot of not taking enough time to pause, not taking enough time to reflect, neglecting your logical sides or your logical reasoning as well, letting yourself get caught up in emotions, Ten of Swords, and not fully healing. So the Hangman always is about a standstill. It's about a pause. It's about a moment here where instead of like always running away, or like kind of trying to sneak away from one situation to the next or avoid it, there's avoidance here. Then you just sit in it for a little bit. You allow those pauses to happen. Just because there's nothing happening in the moment doesn't mean you need to make something happen, right? Especially if you're not a manifester in human design. You don't need to be always making things happen. And even still, manifestors don't need to make things happen that are not within their authority. Don't feel right. Just to fill the void, just to fill up the gaps. You don't need to always fill up these gaps, okay? That's really what it's saying. Like, you get uncomfortable when there's a pause, there's a delay in your life. You get uncomfortable when you have to kind of like sit in your own energy and sit in stillness and peace, or not peace necessarily, but stagnancy. It feels like, okay, it's been too quiet for too long. I need some action. I need some noise. I need something. But those are the moments where you're supposed to rest. You're supposed to reflect. You're supposed to make sure that you're good, you're healed, because there's a lot of not healed. Then you're going in there just doing stuff. Okay, Cancer. So just take a moment to pause, to heal, to feel, and then life will always get moving again. Okay, don't worry. It's not stuck forever. So just be patient, be calm. All right, it's moving. It's gonna move, but don't just try to move it yourself, and then you're not gonna end up with what you really want. All right. So thank you, Cancers, for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know that in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, so that the channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.